Hello everyone, I'm Liz Burke, the Academic Tech of the Environmental Studies Department, and today I'm going to help walk you through registering for courses at Dickinson College. This video is specifically geared towards environmental science and studies students to help them select classes for their major, but some of the tips and how-tos can be useful for other Dickinson students as well. To get started, first you need to navigate to the self-service banner. To do that, you need to go to the Dickinson College homepage and scroll down to the bottom. If you are not yet logged in for the day, you need to go to the lower right-hand corner and click Log into Dickinson Gateway. This will bring you to a login screen where it will prompt you to put in all of your information. Once you are logged in, it will bring you to the homepage of Gateway. In order to register for classes, you need to go to the self-service banner, which is indicated by the SSB icon here. If, however, you are already logged in for the day, when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you won't see Log into Dickinson Gateway. Instead, you will see Hello and your name. To get to the self-service banner from here, you need to click on the little box of 9 squares that is beside your name. This will open up a small pop-up window and display all of your Gateway applications. From here, you want to select the SSB icon for your self-service banner. This will bring you to a new page. Here, you would want to select the Student tab. This will open up a new page that displays all of your student information. As you can see, we are looking at the student profile of Jane Dickinson. Before selecting courses, I would highly recommend reviewing courses that you have already taken. You can do this by either logging on to DegreeWorks, which if you need help navigating DegreeWorks, check out our other video, or you can access this information by selecting Academic Transcript in the menu on the left-hand side of your screen. For transcript level, select Undergraduate. For transcript type, select Web Transcript. This will then bring up all the courses that you have already taken at Dickinson. As you can see for Jane, in the fall, she took her first Introductory Environmental Class 161, her first year seminar, an American History course, and she took Latin as her language. For the spring semester, she took her second Introductory Environmental Class 162, she took GIS, she continued her language of Latin, and then she took a psych course. It is always helpful to refresh your mind on what courses you've already taken in order to figure out what courses you should choose in the future. With that done, we can go back to the main page. To navigate back to the main page, you can hit the 4 dots in the upper left-hand corner, hit Banner, and then hit Student. Now to register for courses, you need to select the Course Request and Registration tab on the menu on the left-hand side of your page. Then you need to select Request/Register for Classes. It will then prompt you to put in the term that you want to look for classes for. In Jane's case, she needs the fall 2022 semester. There are certain times of year when courses for the upcoming semester aren't available to view, so don't be alarmed if the semester you want to explore isn't listed yet. That just means courses haven't been released or the course request period has ended for that semester. Courses will again be available to view during the course adjustment period. The course request period occurs over 3 days every semester, but you can start to look at available courses before that date. If you want to check when the dates of it are, go to the Dickinson College homepage and in the search box, type in Academic Calendar. From here, you can then click on the academic calendar for the current year to see when the course request period is. Now back at the course registration page, Fall 2022 is selected, so we can hit Continue. This will then open up a Find Classes search box to search for courses. Now there are lots of tools that you can use to search for classes, but in order to access them, you need to click on the Advanced Search. This will drop down an extended menu of filter options in order to search for classes. Each of these options can help you filter your class search, but the first tool I'm going to highlight for you is the attribute feature. This feature allows you to search for different distribution requirements in your major. In order to figure out what distribution requirements you want to take in a given semester, you can go to the Environmental Studies Department website and scroll down and select the Advising Guide tab on the menu to your left. If you scroll down to the charts, it will describe a suggested way to complete your major. The flow through the Environmental Studies major is listed first, and the flow through the Environmental Science major is listed second. You don't have to strictly follow these outlines, but if you are not sure what to take, these guidelines are a good resource. In our example, Jane is an environmental science major going into her second year. She has already completed her introductory sequence of ENST 161 and ENST 162, which is a requirement for both environmental studies and science majors. For her second year, let's say Jane is looking for an applications course and a humanities and arts and environment course. So if we go back to the course registration page, we can search for the applications course using the attribute box. And we can scroll down until we find ENST applications. I'm also going to refine our search by restricting it to courses in the Environmental Studies department. To search by department, you need to scroll up to the first search box, which is subject. From there, you can select what department you want to take classes in. When all your filter options are ready, you can hit search. This will bring up all the classes that meet your filter options. In this case, we only have 3 classes to choose from, but if there were multiple pages of courses to look through, you would want to use these arrow buttons down here. It looks like there's one class that still has available seats. It's an Introduction to Environmental Health class. Let's choose that one. Whenever you are ready to select a course you want to take, you need to go to the right-hand side of your page, and in the row that the course you want to take is listed, you need to select the Add button. This will immediately cause 2 windows to pop up that show you how your course schedule looks as it exists currently. This is helpful because it lists what courses are in your schedule, and it shows what time your course is in relation to your other courses. Now, if these schedule windows are taking up too much space as you are searching for classes, you can adjust the size of these 2 windows by playing with these buttons. Since we are still searching for classes, I'm going to select the down arrow. To search for our next course, we need to move our cursor to the upper right of our screen and select the bright green Search Again button. This will lead us back to the search page. The next course we're going to try and find is a humanities course. We are going to deselect the ENST Applications course and scroll down to select ENST Humanities. We're also going to expand our search to other departments, so we're going to deselect Environmental Studies. As you can see, there are only 3 classes available in the fall semester that meet our requirements, but unfortunately all of them are full. This can happen sometimes, but don't fret. When this happens, I would suggest going back to the Advising Guide tab for a department page and seeing what other distribution requirements are suggested. It looks like for Jane, it's suggested to take a society and environmental course. Keep in mind that the advising information on this page is a suggestion, and you should always look for the courses that you find most interesting. Let's search for a society and environment class. Hit search. Another nice feature about this software is that it will show you what classes are open but conflict with the courses already in your schedule, as shown by the red writing here that says time conflict. It looks like there's an environmental economics class that still has open seats. Let's choose that for a second course. Great, now we have 2 classes. Let's check in with how our schedule looks so far. If we go to the schedule navigation buttons and hit the up arrows, we can expand our schedule to see what it looks like. It looks like we have Tuesdays and Thursdays open for classes. To search for our next class, we're going to search by day. In order to do that, we need to scroll down until it says Meeting Days. Meeting Days allows you to filter what classes you are searching for by selecting which days you have available or want to take classes. Since we have Tuesdays and Thursdays open in your schedule, I'm going to select those. And I'm also going to select History for the subject because Jane really liked the history course that she took last year. In the search options, you can put as many filters as you like when you search for courses, but you need to remember that whenever you hit the Search Again button, it retains all the information and filters from your previous search. So you will have to go back and change all the filters you want to change for every search. In our case, I need to deselect the ENST Society attribute, or else I will alter what courses we find in our search for history courses. It looks like there is a history course that still has open seats that complements the history course that Jane already took. So let's add that class to her schedule. Now we can search for our last course. I'm going to keep the meeting days as Tuesday and Thursday, but instead of history for a subject, I'm going to replace it with classical courses because maybe Jane was inspired to take classical courses based on her Latin courses that she took. When you are looking to fill your remaining class periods, I always try and consider three things. What general requirements do I want to fulfill for Dickinson? What subjects outside of my major am I interested in? And three, am I behind on any requirements that I need to fulfill for my major, or are there courses I want to take that are only available certain years? Based on the answers to these questions, you can select your remaining classes. I would always encourage looking through all the courses available in other disciplines because you never know what niche topic you're going to find and love to take. It looks like there is an ancient philosophy class that fits in your schedule that seems interesting. Let's select that for our final course. Once you have selected all your courses, pull up the scheduling window so you can see your schedule in its entirety. All the classes will appear as pending until you hit submit. Since I am doing this in a testing environment, it appears as course requested here instead of pending. Double check to see if the timing of your courses works for you and make sure you have enough time in between classes for lunch. It is super important and valuable to set aside enough time for lunch so that you're not rushing around. If for some reason you wanted to drop a class, go to the scheduling window on your right and find the class you want to drop, and in the drop-down menu, select Remove. Once you have dropped and added all the courses you want and your schedule looks good to you, you can finally hit the Submit button in the lower right-hand corner. Sometimes it takes a while for the submission to be processed, but you should get a course requested message in the status column if you submitted successfully. Conversely, a registration error message will appear in the top right of your screen if anything went wrong with your submission. Hopefully this video helps with the course registration process. If you have questions, feel free to contact me or your academic advisor. Best of luck registering for classes!